And so we do want to show respect to the house. That means that we are looking for appropriate language. That means that we are going to be kind, we are going to be patient, and we are going to give each other grace. Amen? Okay. So Pastor Joseph will come up shortly. He's going to open us up in prayer, and then we are going to get moving. I do have a question. Does everyone here speak and understand English? Because if not, we want to make sure that we can also serve you. Is there anyone that would not like their picture taken? Please raise your hand because we will be snapping. I know that there's two. One, two, three, four. Okay. These ladies here, and then my two. So we will ask that. Is there anyone fluent in ASL? Do we have a need for that? We do. Okay, so then we will just make sure that we take a little bit more time to communicate. If you have a need, please don't stay silent. Don't stay here and not get your need met. It didn't go and be like, them people, they did not serve me. My name is Miss Keisha. I will be here throughout the remainder of the day. I am the founder of Ace Community House. This is Miss Kayla. Miss Kayla will also be here. On this side in the orange, we have Annie, who will be here instructing, and Latoya is walking around. We have a host of volunteers, people that are ready. So if you see one of us that are lined up, these are all of our volunteers. Pull somebody to the side. If it's something personal, pull on me, pull on Miss Kayla. We are going to be running around looking busy, but we are never too busy to hear what you need. And we are thankful that you came in today. Yes, so at this time, I'm going to pass it over to Pastor Stanley, who is going to open us up with prayer. And look at God, because somebody just found my phone.
Listen. Good morning, everybody. Very quickly, want to, of course, open with prayer and welcome you to the Greater 12th Baptist Church. Our prayer is that there is some need that will be met today. Anything that we can do, there's several members of the church here today. Anything we can do to be of service, please let us know. I did want to pass along information just so that you have it. On December 22nd, which is a Monday, the church has been gifted 1,500 toys for us to do a toy drive, free toys. I want to make sure that you have that information on that Monday, December 22nd. I don't have the space for all the toys, so I'm taking it across the street to the rec center between the hours of 5 and 9 p.m. You can come to that location and get toys for your little bundles of joy, your children, whomever, so that way you can have a good Christmas. All right? Let's pray together. God, we thank you for our space in this place. We thank you for the blessing of community. God, our prayer is that something is done, something is said today that is a blessing to all of us. Our prayer is that whatever needs need to be met are met here today, and what can't be met soon gets figured out. God, we ask for peace in this place. We ask for resource in this place. God, I ask for a special touch and blessing on everyone under the sound of my voice. Bless every presenter who is going to present today. Bless every family, every baby, every member who's represented. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Real quick, if you guys, how did you guys hear about the event? Facebook. Oh, I love Facebook when it comes to community events. So make sure you go ahead and follow if you aren't already a step in the right direction on Facebook, along with Ace Community House, because we do a lot of community events just like this. And the best way to get connected is to follow us that way. But we also want to plug in a couple resources. So we have Ace Community House. They have their table over there that has a lot of great resources. And on top of that, if there's anybody that wants to get connected with case management just to help, set up what your baby plan looks like, lactation, doula services, Ace Community also does that. And Annie's over here also with Latoya, and they can help with that. But we also have job and family services in here. So if you have questions about your benefits, or if you want to sign up for benefits, and this also includes child care, right? So child care is also there. So if you don't have child care set up yet, or you have any questions or want to apply in real time, they can help you apply today. So feel free to swing by them. They're going to be here till 1 o'clock today for the whole event. So swing over there, get your questions answered. we love that they can be here to set up in real time. And I will give this back to Lakeisha. She'll get this kicked off, and I hope you guys have a great time.
Thank you. So please turn your attention to the screens. We are going to have a series of videos that we are going to play. If you need to use the restroom, please just excuse yourself. The restroom is down these steps, okay? As you go down the steps, there is a rail. Please be careful. Take your time. You won't miss anything because I'm going to run this back again. Now, the purpose of these instructional videos is because we want to make sure that we are giving you the information that you need. Oftentimes, you come and you get a resource, but you may not know how to use it. The purpose of this event and the purpose of having this event in Linden is because Linden is leading in Ohio deaths and infant mortality. That means that our babies are not making it to their first birthday. Okay, so in Ohio, about 2.5 babies die weekly. Okay, and so when we are giving you guys this infant vitality workshop and this information, sometimes it can come across like boom, boom, boom. And I'll tell you why. It is not a cliche. It is not a joke. When we teach you today, please do not sleep with your babies. Right? Well, my mom slept with me and I was fine. And my sister, she slept with all her kids. Right? And yes, I've slept with my babies, but before I knew better. Right? But now that I have this information, we are going to kindly and strongly encourage you not to sleep with your babies, even your 5-month-old, even your 6-month-old, even your baby that can roll over. Because what I do for a living is I teach safe sleep and I teach infant vitality. So I am the person that meets with you during your pregnancy. We talk about baby and baby names and what's the baby's sex, and we do ultrasounds, right? And then I am the person that has to sit with you as we plan a funeral in a homegoing service for your baby. It's the worst part of my job, and I don't like it. I don't want to meet you today and be excited and then have to sit with you to plan a homegoing. So that's why we give you this information so directly, because that is my reality. It's not cute and it's not watered down, so I'm not going to water it down and I'm not going to make it cute. In Ohio, 2.5 babies leave us every week. Every week. Most of those babies are minority. African American, Latina, Asian, minorities, right? But that doesn't mean that it can't happen to Caucasian babies. The numbers aren't behind the way that it happens to minorities, but all parents need safe sleeps. So to all the dads, shout out to the dads that are in the room. Yes, yes. We love to see our fathers in the room because dads, we want you to have this information too, right? We want you to be able to care for babies. How many moms are pregnant? Raise your hand. Praise the Lord. And how many recently delivered a baby in the last 3 months? Awesome. So today you will have access to care coordination. What is care coordination and why do I even want it? Why do I need it? Right. Because if I say, do you want care coordination? Most of us are like, no. Let me tell you the benefit of care coordination. Care coordination means that you will have access monthly to resources. That means we're telling you where the free stores are. We're telling you where the food pantries are. We're allowing you to come and shop for hygiene every month. That is hygiene for your home, yourself, and hygiene for your baby. That includes diapers, wipes, toilet tissue, deodorant, toothpaste. Anything that we have available, you are able to shop for. Care coordination also looks like someone calling you once a month and saying, hey, do you need help scheduling medical appointments? Are you using your transportation to get to those appointments, right? Because we all know that if we have Medicaid, they will give us free rides to and from. You can even pick up your medication from the pharmacy. Now, if you get real jiggy with it, you schedule that transportation, you pick up your medicine from the pharmacy, and you grab a few food items while you're there, right? Because they won't pay for you to go to the grocery store. But if you time your grocery shopping at the same time that you pick up your food, then you're able to do a one-stop trip, and that's your transportation. So care coordination allows you to learn how to use the services. Make sure that you have SNAP. Make sure that you have WIC. Make sure that you understand Title 20. That is the reason why we are so happy to have Job and Family Services here. If you know that your Medicaid is not active and you have a family, we want you to stop at the table. If you don't know if you qualify for Medicaid, maybe you were over income, let's try it again. Go over to that table. If you know you had a baby and you are returning to work and you need child care, go over to that table. If you are a father looking to support your family and you need resources, a lot of people think that dads cannot access those programs. They do have working programs for working people, and they do support fathers. There's just a way that we need to do that. Go and see that table. If you're taking care of a relative, right, a family member, go and see Job and Family Services. So that is what care coordination is all about. Today you're going to have access to care coordination. Today you're going to have access to cribs. You're going to have access to car seats. You're going to have access to free supplies. Again, please do not leave here with your needs met. We only have a certain amount of car seats on hand, and that's just because they are big and bulky. But that does not mean that we will not be able to serve you. That means that we'll have you come and pick it up from a different location. Cribs are also on site today. If there is a need that does not get met today, please let us know so that we can schedule a time to meet with you. Again, I have a few families that require some special services, and I will be meeting with you directly. If we have any families who are experiencing substance use or in recovery, we have resources for you. This is a shame-free environment. Everybody in here got something on them. We can look cute, we can dress fancy, we can drive fancy cars, and we can use big words, but I guarantee if you look long enough, you will find something. We all fall short. Okay? And so we are all in this together. Be honest about what you need so that we can support you, okay? We have some pens for those of us who are proudly in recovery, those of us that are proudly fighting substance use. We have some pens, we have some resources. If your family has been impacted by violence, at ACE Community House, we work closely with the Ohio Secretary of State. We provide a resource called Safe at Home. Okay, if you go to the Ohio Secretary of State website, ACE Community House is the first one you will find in Franklin County because we start with an A. So I got lucky there. But Safe at Home allows you to redact your address from your driver's license, from your voter registration. So let's say your child or someone in your family was a victim to crime, or maybe they witnessed a crime. Maybe they had nothing to do with it and they witnessed a crime. You can get in Safe at Home program, and we can help you stay safe at home by hiding your address so that people can't go online and look you up and come to your home. Maybe you are experiencing domestic violence and you recently moved or relocated and you want this person to not find you. We'll have the applications on hand for Safe at Home. I am the application assistant. You'll sit with me and we'll have a private conversation about how to get you in that program. So again, we have a ton of resources and we are here to meet all of your needs. I am going to go ahead and get the video started. Please bear with us. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk with you. So this is going to be engaging, but we want to make sure that you have the information that will save your child's life. And that's why we have the videos. Are there any questions before we get started? Amen. So let's go ahead and get the videos going. Yep. So everybody should fill one of these out. Everybody should sign in. And yet we're asking you a lot of questions. You know why? Because the more information we have, the more that we can better serve you, okay? So we want to know if you need a crib. We want to know when your baby is due. We want to know how old your baby is because babies 12 months and older cannot sleep in a pack and play. So if your baby is older than 12 months, then we want to find you another source where your child can also have a safe space to sleep, okay? And so that's why we ask so many questions. So please give us that information because that will help in the end. We also would like to know on the same form, what size does your child wear? Because we have some sleepers downstairs that we want to pass out. 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9. If you didn't put that on your form, go ahead and see Miss Toya and put it on there so that we don't have to ask you when we go downstairs. Okay, yep. So I would go ahead and see her. And that way we don't have to ask you again. You want to All right. And we can go ahead and start the video. And as we are getting the video going, please come over and fill out your forms if you need one. Just pass it down.
Girl, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Welcome to the Ohio Department of Health Safe Sleep 101 for your baby, and congratulations on the new addition to your family. Hi, I am Dr. Stacy Scott from the Ohio Department of Health. Every week in the state of Ohio, 3 babies die in an unsafe sleep environment. That's why it's so important for you to understand how to correctly and safely put your baby to sleep. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends the following ways to keep your baby safe while they're in their crib sleeping. First, make sure your baby has its own sleep space. The safest place for your baby to sleep is in the room where you sleep, but not in your bed. Place a crib, pack and play, or bassinet near your bed within arm's reach. This makes it easier to breastfeed and bond with your baby. The crib should be placed away from window cords as they create a strangulation hazard. There is no safe way to share the bed with your child because you can accidentally roll too close to or onto your baby while they sleep. Babies can get trapped between the mattress and the wall, headboard, footboard, or other piece of furniture. Your baby could fall from the bed and get hurt, or fall into a pile of clothing or other soft items on the floor and suffocate. Also, don't nap on couches or chairs with your baby. Many infants have died when they became wedged between their parents' arms, chest, or cushions. Once you create a separate sleep space for your baby, you want to make sure you remove everything from the crib. Items such as bumper pads, blankets, pillows, and stuffed animals. These items can be deadly. Babies can suffocate and get strangled on extra items in the crib. Babies are safe without bumper pads because they cannot exert enough force to break a bone if they get caught in the slat of the crib. They will cry, wake you up to move them, but they will be alive and breathing. The crib should have a firm mattress that fits tightly into the crib frame. If you can place 2 fingers in between the mattress and crib, then you are using an unsafe mattress. Place a tight-fitted sheet on the mattress and dress your baby in a correct size sleep sack to keep him or her warm when needed. Place your baby to sleep on his or her back in the crib. The back sleep position is safest for baby, and the baby is less likely to choke if placed on its back. Never put your baby on their stomach or on their side. Many parents believe that babies will choke on their spit up if they're placed on their back, but that is simply not true. Babies might actually clear such fluids better when on their backs because of the location of the windpipe when in the back sleep position. When the baby is in the back sleep position, the windpipe lies on top of the esophagus, which leads to the stomach. Anything regurgitated or reflux from the stomach through the esophagus has to work against gravity to enter the windpipe and cause choking. When the baby is sleeping on its stomach, such fluids will exit the esophagus and pool at the opening of the windpipe, making choking much more likely. Thank you for watching, and always remember the ABCs of safe sleep: alone, on their back, in a crib. For more information about safely putting your baby to sleep, visit www.safesleep.ohio.gov. Have a safe sleep for you and your baby.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, quiz. By raising your hands, I need someone who can identify the ABCs of safe sleep. I saw this mom here. Awesome. Mom, go over to the table and pick an item. She can pick from any. Now we're going to do a true or false. Babies 12 months and under should be placed on their cribs on their stomach. Please raise your hand, true or false. I saw this mom here. False. How should babies be placed in a crib? Awesome. Go ahead, mom, and pick out an item. I am a breastfeeding mom, and my baby breastfeeds through the night. It is okay for me to sleep with my baby because my baby needs to eat during the night. True or false? That is false. Go ahead, mom, pick out a gift. Even breastfeeding moms still need to practice safe sleep. So, for our breastfeeding moms, right, there's some different methods that you can do. You can sit up. I always recommend getting up, okay? If you breastfeed in bed, you're going to fall asleep because that baby is just so cute and cuddly and warm, and we're already sleepy. And I am a caregiver, so I have fallen asleep. Just last year, I had my little baby in my arms, and it was probably like 3 a.m., and we were watching Minnie, and I felt myself dozing. I was like, no, this is not safe sleep. This is not a safe sleep environment, right? And I had to get up. And that let me know that even though I am a safe sleep ambassador, I need to wake up and I need to get out of bed to feed my baby. Next, true or false? Moms carry the baby. Dads do not need to know safe sleep education. True or false? So dads do need to know safe sleep. Awesome, Mom. Go ahead and pick up. And don't worry, everybody's going to get one. We're just making it fun. My baby can sleep on a soft surface and be safe. True or false? What do babies need to sleep on? A solid surface, a flat, firm surface. Go ahead, Mom, and pick a gift from any of the tables. I can secure my baby safely in the car seat and leave my baby unattended because the car seat has straps and my baby can't fall out of the car seat because my baby is strapped in. True or false? Did I already get you? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that is true. Anything that you see today, anything that we give you, whether that is a crib, a car seat, a baby bath, a fold-away, you should never leave your children unattended in any of those items. Okay? Baby should always be attended. We're never leaving baby alone in those items. Everybody got that part, right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Breastfeeding is overrated. It doesn't matter if you breastfeed your baby or formula feed your baby because there is no difference. True or false? Why is that false? Hmm.
It's just better. It's like they call it a gold something.
And she's 16. Go, Mom. You ready? So, this mommy is absolutely correct. Your breast milk is liquid gold. Okay? There is nothing in the world that can compare to your breast milk. Does that mean if you give your baby formula, you're doing something wrong? Absolutely not. We are not all going to be able to breastfeed. But there are some things that we can do if you choose to breastfeed, which you can pump your milk, right? It doesn't always have to be baby to breast. I had one mom say, I want my baby to get this liquid gold, but I don't want my baby sucking on my nipples, messing up my nipples. I got you, Mom. Pump, right? That's the answer, pump. Now, for our mommies who choose not to breastfeed, it's okay. Give yourself some grace. It is a personal choice. Do we encourage you to get that baby that liquid gold? Absolutely, because it, like this mom said, it gives baby nutrients. It makes your baby stronger. So it decreases colds, right, in your baby. It decreases different things that the baby could come in contact with that immune system just gets that boost because of that breast milk. Some moms come and say, well, I like to drink me some wine. Guess what, moms? Pump and dump. Pump and dump. Did you know there are testing strips that you can use to test your breast milk? Okay? We got a plan for that. If you're a mom and you like to enjoy a glass of wine, I understand that. I too sometimes like to enjoy a glass of wine. You're going to pump enough for a few days, okay? So that baby has what that baby needs, right? Put that milk in the fridge, put that milk in the freezer. Then you are going to test your milk by dipping the strip. It's very simple, and you can purchase these anywhere. And you'll dip the strip inside the milk. Oh, I still have some alcohol in my system. Well, good thing my baby has milk in the freezer, right? And then once you see, oh, okay, has passed through my body, and I am now able to nurse, you can go right back and putting that baby on your breast. True or false? Milk can be heated in a microwave. Who said true? I feel like I heard true, but I didn't see that. So, that is true that milk can be heated in a microwave, but I am going to kindly suggest that you not do that. Can anybody tell me why we are not going to heat up milk?
When you do it, certain spots in the milk is warmer than others, so it can burn the baby. Drink.
Told y'all gonna quit sleeping on our fathers now. That is absolutely correct. And so, what we want to do, right, is you can warm up the water and you can set the milk inside to set that temperature. You can also use a baby warmer. But we do want to discourage you from heating up milk in the microwave. The reason being is because the microwave warms at different temperatures. And so we check it, stick our finger in there, we like it's cool. But there could be another section that is absolutely hot and it could burn baby. And so that is why we discourage that. But I had two dads the answers, and so I want two dads to come over and pick something from the table. Yes, yes. Fathers are in the room. I love to see it. This season is known as RSV season. RSV is not a big deal for babies. There's no precautions that we need to take. There's nothing extra that we need to do. And if a baby gets RSV, it's not a big deal. True or false? Why is that false? Yes. So this mommy, she hit it right on the money. RSV is a respiratory virus. It's very icky, and it can cause your baby to get very sick. So there are some things that your pediatrician may or may not suggest. Sometimes they ask that older adults get an immunization so that they can be in contact with the baby. But we do ask that you pay attention, and if your child is showing any signs of respiratory distress or RSV, we want to make sure that you know how to respond. What, and did both our dads get to pick? Perfect. What about CPR? I don't need to know CPR for my baby. CPR for infants doesn't even exist. You would break the baby's rib cage. True or false? Did I get you already? I want to call somebody that haven't gone yet. Have you gone yet? Have you gone yet? Okay. Okay. That's right. You do need to know infant CPR. And we are going to have a review on infant CPR. Any of our families that are interested in actually becoming CPR certified, if you have Medicaid and you join ACEs for Moms today, we actually offer free CPR and first aid to all of our parents, okay? So ACEs for Mom is in addition to our infant vitality program, and that's where a community health worker will be reaching out to you twice a month. That's the person that I said, we be all in your business. But not because we nosy, but because the more we know how to support you, the more we know what services your family needs. So that community health worker will contact you twice a month, and we will check in. How is everybody? Is your SNAP active? Do you have WIC, right? Is your Medicaid active? Are you getting the support that you need from JFS? Now, we hear a lot of horror stories, and some of us have lived them. But it is a Saturday. Not only is it a Saturday, it's the last Saturday of the month. It's the OSU game. And who is in the building? Shout out to Franklin County Job and Family Services one time. Because they showed up for us on a Saturday. That is a big deal, y'all, okay? So at this time, we are going to do a quick review on infant CPR, and I'm going to bring it. Okay, so go ahead and let's get our video to the next one. Yep. And if you have not, if you are interested in joining ACEs for Moms, that is where a community health worker is going to contact you monthly. Please make sure you stop at this table to see Latoya. She's going to ask you for your ID and your insurance card. Everything goes through your insurance. We will never ask you for money directly. And if anybody ever do, I want you to tell me, okay? Because this is a free service. We do not charge you for anything. Everything goes through your health insurance, okay?
Hello, and welcome to Nicholas Children's Health System Learning and Development's Choking Educational Video. I'm Linda, and I will demonstrate how to help an infant who is choking. If choking is severe, CPR may be required. What is choking? Choking means something such as food or an object has gotten stuck in the airway, preventing air from getting into the baby's lungs. Choking can be mild or severe. Mild choking means that the baby can cough and make sounds. If the baby is coughing, let them cough. They're trying to get the object out. But if you're worried about the infant's breathing at any time, do not hesitate. Call 911. Severe choking means that the airway of the baby is completely blocked. The baby will panic and will not be able to breathe or make any sounds. In severe choking, there's no coughing, no crying, no sounds. Your quick response to choking can save your baby's life. You need to get the obstruction out so the baby can breathe. To get the object out, you will need to give a series of back slaps and chest thrusts. Let's start with the back slaps. Place your baby face down over your forearm, supporting the head and neck with your hand. You may wish to sit and support your forearm on your thigh. Back slaps are giving down and towards the head, and we'll give a series of 5. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the object does not come out, you'll need to place the baby face up. Support the baby's head and neck with your forearm. Place him face up. Place 2 fingers just below mid-nipple line over the center of the chest and give 5 chest thrusts. Try with me. Place your baby face down over your forearm, supporting their head and neck with your hand. You're going to maybe wish to sit so you can support your forearm on your thigh. Then give 5 good back slaps down and towards the head, right between the baby's shoulder blades. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the object does not come out and the baby is still wiggly squirmy, no sounds, no cough, no cry, turn the baby face up, supporting his head and neck with your hand. You'll need to give 5 chest thrusts just below mid-nipple line over the center of the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No cough, no cry, still wiggly squirmy, face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue back slaps and chest thrust until the object comes out and the baby cries and begins to breathe, or until the baby comes floppy and unconscious in your arms. If the baby becomes unresponsive and floppy in your arms, place the baby on his or her back on a hard surface such as the table or the ground. Yell for help. Help, help. Someone call 911. Hey, you in the blue shirt, call 911. If you're alone, you'll need to give 5 cycles of CPR. Don't hang up. Put the phone on speaker so emergency staff can help you. We're going to start with compressions. First, you're going to find Your hand position, 2 fingers just below mid-nipple line in the center of the baby's chest. Push hard and fast. Count out loud to a count of 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. After 30 compressions, you'll need to check the infant's mouth to see if the object has come forward. If you see an object, take it out. If you don't see it, do not place your fingers in the child's mouth. You may push the object further down. Try it with me. You check the baby's mouth. Open the mouth, look to see. No objects are there. Remember, do not place your fingers in the mouth if you do not see an object. If nothing is there, you're going to attempt to give 2 breaths. Cover the baby's mouth and nose with your mouth and give 2 little puffs, hoping to see the chest rise. If air does not go in, we'll need to complete the 30 compressions and breaths again. Let's try it as a set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Check the mouth. Do I see anything? No. Attempt to breathe. Air does not go in. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Check the mouth. Attempt to go in. Air does not go in. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Check the mouth. Nothing. Try to breathe. Air does not go in. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Check the mouth. Attempt to breathe. Continue giving compressions, checking the mouth, and attempting to breathe until the object comes out, the baby wakes up, cries, or coughs, or to emergency personnel arrives to assist you. This completes how to help an infant who is choking. On behalf of all of us at Nicholas Children's Health System, we hope you found this instructional video helpful. Thanks for learning with us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you just walked into the room, how y'all feeling right now? Y'all good? Y'all about to get what y'all need? Yeah? Everybody fill out their paperwork. If you filled out your paper for all the resources, can you raise your hand for me? A little bit higher. All right. Is there anyone who just walked into this space that needs a form still? Can you raise your hands for me? Keep them up for me. One moment. You gonna walk around? Keisha's gonna walk around. If we just keep your hands up for us, please, so we can make sure you get what you need and we can get you that form. What's one in the back? So if you couldn't hear her, you didn't put that on the bottom. If you did not, we can also retrieve your paperwork from Toya over here. You want to make sure at the bottom, you could just write it freely, what size diapers, what size clothes, you know, anything that you may need, the car seat, the crib, the bassinet, and the pack and play. So just include that on the bottom. And my name is Annie. I work a part of ACE Community House as a care coordinator and the CPR first aid BLS instructor. So we just have a few more questions just to see who was paying attention. We want to make sure our babies are kept safe, correct? Yeah? We here? I know it's early, yeah? Okay, y'all. Just gonna give a little bit of energy. So first question, how do we check to see if the baby is unresponsive? What are some key things that we can check for? Breathing, right? Okay, you could go ahead and get something from the table, ma'am. In the back. Chest rising, that's also breathing, but also the visibility of the chest rising up and down. That also includes when you're providing CPR properly between the nose and the mouth. You want to make sure you see baby's chest is going up and down to make sure you're giving it properly. If not, in the back. If not, you're going to want to adjust the baby's throat with your fingers and chin up and your hand on their forehead. You have one? Skin changing color. Go ahead and get something from the table. Yes, we want to check for right here in the hood. We want to check and make sure that you see if baby's skin is changing color, right? The lack of blood circulation is a clear indicator as well. So ways that we can check and see if baby is responsive. You could take the foot of the baby and you could hit the bottom of the baby's heel. Because what would a baby normally do when you do that? Cry, like, get off me, what are you doing, right? A baby's gonna let you know if it's responsive or not, irresponsive. However, if it is, you'll see the eyes flutter in the back of the head, you'll see the baby's skin color change, and the baby probably won't move or anything, and the chest isn't moving, right? All right, for my more in-depth questions, how do we give proper CPR when it comes to the breathing? I just gave it to you the first time I was speaking. Oh, who's that? You on a roll back there. Oh, it's over here. Okay, yep. Go ahead and get something from the table, please. So you're going to make sure you lift baby's neck and head gently with your 2 fingers. Everybody get 2 fingers like this for me. These 2 fingers are important when it comes to infant CPR, okay? On adults, of course, we use our hands, right? On infants, we use 2 fingers. Why? We want to gently raise the chin. That's how we raise the head. And you want to also put the other hand on the forehead for support, all right? And these 2 fingers are also what we use for the compressions on the baby's chest cavity. And that's right underneath the armpits, right? Right here, and in the center of the chest for the baby. Now, one thing for certain, we always get scared, like, I don't want to break baby's what? Ribs, right? Well, don't be afraid. If baby is not responsive, we gonna do whatever it takes to what? Break them baby's ribs. Baby gonna be okay. We wanna bring baby back to breathing, right? So, 2 fingers are always, when you're first making sure you lift that baby's head, you're gonna support with your 2 fingers. We wanna be gentle with baby, right? Also, when it comes to those compressions, right in the middle of the chest, and we're only gonna go 1.5 inches deep, okay? How long are we gonna go? Deep? Far, excuse me, 1.5 inches? And now, the compressions, how many compressions do we do? Okay, okay, yeah, you already had it. Now, how many reps do we do? Does anybody know that answer? So I'm talking about how many times do we do compressions? This part. You close. 25 ain't it though, you're close. Go ahead, girl, you was getting to it. So we do 30 of those, okay? 30 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 is only when to go down and up. That is the new way that they have taught us, okay? American Heart Association, it's 30 to 2 breaths, okay? And again, 1 is only when you go down and it goes back up. That's 1. Not when you just go down. That's not 1, okay, y'all? It's down and up to where that chest cavity is moving. So you do that 30 times to how many breaths? 2. Go ahead. You put your hand up. Go ahead, girl. Now, when they're doing that breathing, we want to make sure we cover baby's nose and mouth when you're providing that breath to the baby, right? Now, what are we looking for when you're doing that? Right here in the middle. Chest rising. Go ahead and get one from the table. You're looking for a baby's chest to rise. That's what we're looking for. And we're going to continue to do this CPR method until baby does what on its own? You're not going to stop until baby is breathing on its own. You're going to continue to do this. Now, of course, you're going to call for what at the beginning? You're going to call for help. Who are you calling? And who else? You say GPS? What you? You calling on Jesus, amen. We're going to definitely be praying. So you're going to call for help to anyone and everyone who is in this space that can hear you. Never leave baby alone, though, right? You're going to stay with baby. Make sure baby is on a flat surface in a safe environment. You stay with what? Stay with the baby. Don't start running around. You know, you something happen, you start panicking. You moving the baby over here. You ain't doing nothing but dragging the baby from left to right. You ain't putting no air in the baby. You ain't checking nothing. You want to make sure you stay with the baby and the baby is on a flat surface safe. Just scream out for help. If somebody can hear you, have them call. I know y'all knew that one. Have them call 911. So if a baby does end up breathing, obviously on its own, you're safe to stop providing the CPR. However, if not, you're going to want to eventually find a way to get the baby to the hospital to seek that medical attention, to get further help from 911. And, we pray that nobody ever has to do this, right? So back to even the safe sleep, back to being mindful of baby. We're going to be very observant when you're around your baby. Make sure that you're just following those steps when you do need to provide CPR if necessary, and anyone around you that you may be able to help. So, you feel like you learned something today? I'm out of breath because I was running from baby left to right. That's all I was doing. So yeah, how deep do we go with those compressions? 1.5 inches. 2 inches is too deep. However, if you have to go into that 1.5, hard and steady, you want to do that regardless, okay? We want to save baby's life. And again, how many reps do we do? 30. How many breaths do we do in between those? 2. And we do it until when? Give yourselves a round of applause. You just completed CPR first aid. Oh, those who just have forms, did you have those filled out? I'll go ahead and collect those from you right now. One in the back. Thank you. Oh, you can keep the pen. You finished? Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, so
Thank you.
some of you were here, you may have seen this. We are going to play the safe sleep video again. And then I'm going to show you how to set up your pack and plays that you're going to take home with you today. I'm going to explain the items that were given away, and then you all will have an opportunity to begin to shop, okay?
So just to give you guys a heads up, everything is brand new. So any of the clothes, so what is going to happen is everything is downstairs. So we will slowly, after all of this, direct everybody downstairs. We have diapers, wipes, and we have diaper bags that are full of supplies. So nothing, there are some clothes that are rolled up, but they are all brand new, like fresh out the package. So I just want to be transparent with you guys because obviously we care about our little babies and what comes into your guys' home. So there are bottles in there, there's bottle cleaners, there's so many great things to ensure that you and your family and baby are safe. So if you guys have any questions, just let us know, but we made it a grab and go so you guys can grab your stuff, either hang out with us downstairs or you guys are more than happy to head out. As you guys head out for your cribettes, we have them on a U-Haul by the exit. So when you guys come up, we'll just give you your box because it is, again, brand new in the box for you guys. If you guys need help carrying that to your car, just let one of the volunteers know downstairs and we can help you get it to your car, okay? All right, thank you.
Really quick, can I see who Imani Adams and Christian Robertson? Are you in the room? Is that you two in the back? All right, I'll just come to the back for you. Just want to complete this form. And we're going to go right into the next video. Thank you.
Little star, how I wonder what you are.
Welcome to the Ohio Department of Health Safe Sleep 101 for your baby, and congratulations on the new addition to your family. Hi, I am Dr. Stacy Scott from the Ohio Department of Health. Every week in the state of Ohio, 3 babies die in an unsafe sleep environment. That's why it's so important for you to understand how to correctly and safely put your baby to sleep. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends the following ways to keep your baby safe while they're in their crib sleeping. First, make sure your baby has its own sleep space. The safest place for your baby to sleep is in the room where you sleep, but not in your bed. Place a crib, pack and play, or bassinet near your bed within arm's reach. This makes it easier to breastfeed and bond with your baby. The crib should be placed away from window cords as they create a strangulation hazard. There's no safe way to share the bed with your child because you can accidentally roll too close to or onto your baby while they sleep. Babies can get trapped between the mattress and the wall, headboard, footboard, or other piece of furniture. Your baby could fall from the bed and get hurt, or fall into a pile of clothing or other soft items on the floor and suffocate. Also, don't nap on couches or chairs with your baby. Many infants have died when they became wedged between their parents' arms, chest, or cushions. Once you create a separate sleep space for your baby, you want to make sure you remove everything from the crib. Items such as bumper pads, blankets, pillows, and stuffed animals. These items can be deadly. Babies can suffocate and get strangled on extra items in the crib. Babies are safe without bumper pad because they cannot exert enough force to break a bone if they get caught in the slat of the crib. They will cry, wake you up to move them, but they will be alive and breathing. The crib should have a firm mattress that fits tightly into the crib frame. If you can place 2 fingers in between the mattress and crib, then you are using an unsafe mattress. Place a tight-fitted sheet on the mattress and dress your baby in a correct size sleep sack to keep him or her warm when needed. Place your baby to sleep on his or her back in the crib. The back sleep position is safest for baby, and the baby is less likely to choke if placed on its back. Never put your baby on their stomach or on their side. Many parents believe that babies will choke on their spit up if they're placed on their back, but that is simply not true. Babies might actually clear such fluids better when on their backs because of the location of the windpipe when in the back sleep position. When the baby is in the back sleep position, the windpipe lies on top of the esophagus, which leads to the stomach. Anything regurgitated or reflux from the stomach through the esophagus has to work against gravity to enter the windpipe and cause choking. When the baby is sleeping on its stomach, such fluids will exit the esophagus and pool at the opening of the windpipe, making choking much more likely. Thank you for watching, and always remember the ABCs of safe sleep: alone, on their back, in a crib. For more information about safely putting your baby to sleep, visit www.safesleep.ohio.gov. Have a safe sleep for you and your baby.
also reduces the risk of SIDS. Share your room and not your bed. Of course, we want baby in that room with you. But we also have some cool things to give you today that if you choose to put baby in a separate room, baby can be in a separate room and you can have eyes on baby, because the Step in the Right Direction has been able to supply you with baby cameras, which is, again, something that you're not getting nowhere else. All right, so place baby in a bare crib. That means nothing's in that crib but the sheets. You can use a pacifier also to reduce the risk of SIDS. Avoid smoking and vaping, okay? I'm not your warden. I know the reality is that we smoke, okay? I'm gonna throw myself in there. So if you are a smoker, if you have smokers that will be in your home, what are some things that we can do? Go outside, go in the garage, right? What else? Yes, mom picked something off the table, mom picked. Yes. Wash your hands. Yes. So, keys and tools for smokers. Okay? After you have enjoyed smoking, I need you to come inside and immediately remove your shirt. If you have a shirt, your jacket, whatever you just used, because all that smoke is hiding now in your clothing. And we don't want baby to inhale it because, yes, baby can still be harmed by secondhand smoke. So you're taking the shirt off, throwing it in the dumpster, the hamster, right? You're washing your hands with soap and water before you interact with that baby. So dads too, moms too, grandma, I'm talking to you too, auntie, I'm talking to you too, and feel confident, right? Hey, we don't smoke around our baby. And if you smoke, these are the things that we need you to do. If you don't have the extra shirt, you're not holding the baby. It's okay to set those clear boundaries. Your family and friends will catch on quick. First, they're going to look at you like, who she thinks she is? Who he think? Mommy going to say, what? And you say, these are the boundaries that we've set for our baby, okay? All right. Keep up with doctor's visits and vaccines. I believe in vaccinations. I know all parents don't, but I had 2 children that were special needs and they had other concerns. And so I made that decision to vaccinate my children because I just didn't want them to have to struggle with extra things. It is a personal choice. I will say do your research. Practice tummy time when awake and spread the safe sleep message. So you guys now have had some training on safe sleep. You know what it looks like. You know what it's called. I'm going to challenge you to spread the message. I do have another video. This video is going to show you how to put up your crib. I am also going to demonstrate it, and I'm going to have a few of you come from the audience to also demonstrate it because I want to make sure you know how to put it together. There's some little tricks, right? It's like, how hard can it be? There's some little tricks, and we want to make sure that you know how to do it. So, Pastor Stanley, will you show us the instructional video to teach us how to put up the cribette? Mom, thank you for calling that out, Mom. Now, what I love, let me show you guys this, are our little sleepers, okay? I sleep safest alone on my back. If you forget, if somebody else comes over, this is a nice way for you to remind, because I don't know how your family members are, but I got some aunties that wish I would try to tell them something. So this is a fun way, right, to say Ohio Department of Health, this is what you what size diapers, and we're going to ask you what size does your baby wear. The reason being is because we have diapers for you and we have sleepers for you, okay? So when you go downstairs, enjoy food, and then you're going to get, and if you don't want that food, that's fine. There's going to be a diaper bag. We're going to start with this first row. So everybody in the first 2 rows, begin to head down. Everybody else, please wait to be excused. Because we do want to have order. We don't want to rush them downstairs. We want to make sure that we have some volunteers down there that can help set up. So our first 2 rows only, and then we're going to get everybody else down. The reason I'm doing it by rows is because there's steps in pregnant moms, and I don't want accidents. So please take your time, and we want to go in order. I don't know how to use it, but let's ask the church. And if you can't, then we'll just take you the other way, bring your food up, however we got to do it, okay? Oh, stop. Then that's sooner than later. What you need, baby? Grab some. All right. Do I have a member of the church here? I have someone. She is.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yes, ma'am. She's going to take care of you, okay? All right. So now, 1, 2, 3. If you are in the 4th and 5th row, you can head down. I do have someone going down that needs assistance. She is disabled. Please allow her to pass through. And don't forget to check in with our friends at Job and Family Services. This is where your food stamps come from. This is where your Medicaid comes from. PRC that helps you pay your rent, get your car fixed. Yes, they do. I don't know that they do license reinstatement, but there are programs for license reinstatement for those that need it. Please feel free to help yourself. We have some Bath and Body Works. Grab one while supplies last.